In the prepared environment, we incorporate many ways to support the development of the child's independence. One of those ways is the removal of obstacles. An obstacle is something that gets in the way of the child's development. So we make sure that we're using tables and chairs that are the appropriate height for the child, that exercises are complete so that the child doesn't have to go to an adult to ask for any kind of supply. They can go right to work. We also use something called freedom with limits. We want the child to have the freedom to make choices in the environment, to select the works that they are developmentally motivated to select. But we also have limits, and those help the child make those selections. We want to make sure the child has a lesson first before they take a material. This would be considered a limit. We use freedom with limits in the classroom because we want the child to be able to freely select activities that are calling to them, but they also need limits to help provide some boundaries for their work choices. We also practice non-interference, and this means that we don't get in the way of the child's work. We don't tell them what work to take, and we don't jump in when they're in the middle of an activity. We give them the time to figure it out. This is independence, to be able to try and do it for yourself and ask for help if you need it. We don't want to offer unnecessary help because this gets in the way of the child's development. Non-interference also applies to other children in the classroom because we want to protect everyone's activity. So we want to be watching to make sure that other children aren't disturbing someone who might be in a concentrated activity. We also make sure we slow down our movements in the classroom, and we're utilizing analyzed movements in our presentations. Not only are we slowing it down, but we're pausing at important moments that we really want the child to be able to internalize what they're seeing. In our prepared environment, we are quite mindful to make sure that all of these elements that I just talked about are fully enforced. This is our way to truly support the developing independence of this first plane child.